What if a country didn't elect its head of state every few years, but instead had a ruler prepared for the role from birth? In this video, we're looking at 10 reasons supporters of monarchy argue it can be better than democracy. These are arguments made by monarchists and political theorists, not universally accepted facts. So think of this as exploring the perspective. Let's get into it. 1. Stability over time. In a democracy, leaders often change every few years, but a monarch typically rules for decades. Supporters argue this creates long-term stability, since the head of state doesn't constantly change with elections. 2. Long-term thinking. Because monarchs don't need to win elections, they're not focused on the next campaign. In theory, this allows them to think about policies that benefit the country decades into the future, rather than short-term popularity. 3. A symbol of national unity. In constitutional monarchies like the entity country, United Kingdom, sovereign United Kingdom rather than a political party, supporters say this can help unite people across political divides. 4. Less political polarization. Democratic elections often create intense rivalry between parties and supporters. Because monarchs aren't elected, they can remain above political competition, reducing polarization at the symbolic level of leadership. 5. Faster decision-making. In absolute monarchies like entity country Saudi Arabia, Middle Saudi Arabia collide because they don't require lengthy legislative debates or votes. 6. Lifelong preparation for leadership. Royal heirs are often educated and trained from childhood to become future rulers. Supporters argue that this specialized preparation can produce leaders who understand governance deeply before they ever take the throne. 7. No expensive election campaigns. Democratic elections can cost millions or even billions of dollars. Monarchies avoid these campaign costs entirely because leadership succession is hereditary. 8. Preservation of tradition and culture. Many monarchies are tied to centuries of national history. In countries like entity country Thailand, Southeast Thailand, Isle, Japan are the nation's past. 9. Clear line of succession. In a monarchy, the next ruler is usually predetermined. Supporters argue this reduces the chances of contested elections or political power struggles. 10. Separation from party politics. In constitutional monarchies such as entity country, Norway, Scandinavian Norway, either monarch acts as a ceremonial head of state. This creates a separation between national representation and everyday politics. Of course, many people strongly disagree with these arguments and believe democracy provides more accountability and fairness. But understanding both sides of the debate helps us better understand how different political systems work. So what do you think? Would you prefer living in a monarchy, a democracy, or a mix of both?